Let's take a nice, comfortable seat on our mat and begin to settle in. Ground down through your sit bones. You wiggle around, find that perfect spot, and then lengthen through the crown of your head. Bring your shoulders up into your ears and relax your shoulder blades down your back. Take a big breath in through your nose. Let it out. Another big deep breath in through your nose. Let it out. Bring your hands to heart center. Connect your thumbs to your chest so that you can feel the vibration of your body. We're going to open our practice with one loud Om, taking a big breath in. Now coming into tabletop position, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. To begin with some cat-cow, drop the belly, lift the heart, and look up. Pull the belly button towards the ceiling, round the back. Moving in and out of cat-cow with your breath. Wiggle around if you need to. You can take those hips from side to side. Make your cat-cow fluid, connecting to your body. Linger wherever you need to linger. Coming back to tabletop position, we'll begin to make circles with the hips. Those circles can be as big as you'd like them to be, or as small as you'd like them to be, lingering wherever you need to linger. Just move around. And then move the opposite direction. And coming back into your tabletop position, give it one more cat-cow, drop the belly, lift the heart, look up. And pull the belly button towards the ceiling, round the back, relax your head and neck. Come back to tabletop position, extend your right foot out on the mat, toes on the mat to start. Really press through your heel. Give the calf as much of a stretch as you need in your body today. Now, pressing into your hands with your hands directly underneath your shoulders, lift your left leg up. Extend the left leg straight back, pressing through your heel. Bring it back to that 90-degree angle. And back. 90 degrees. And back. 2 more with your breath. And then bring your knee down directly underneath your hip. Lift your right leg up. Press out through your heel. Reach through your left fingertips. So for those of you that practice with me a lot, we don't do that very often. So it's amazing what a brain exercise that becomes. Now from here, are you becoming a hammock in your upper body? Hug in towards your midline. Reach out through your fingertips. Press through the top of your head. Press through your heel. Reach through your fingers. Bring your knee and your elbow in and release. In and release. 3 more. Press through your heel, reach through your fingers, and then your hand comes down, your knee comes down. Now we're gonna switch sides. Extend the left foot out on the mat, toes on the mat to start. Really press through the heel, giving that calf as much of a stretch as you need. Core is engaged, belly lifted, As we press into our hands, lift our right leg up, extend your right foot back, and then 90 degrees. Back, 90 degrees. 3 more at your pace. And then bring the knee down directly underneath the hip. Engage your core, lift the left leg up, reach through your right fingertips. Bring your knee and your elbow in and release. In and release. 3 more with your breath. Come back to center, engage the core, hold. Bring your hand down, bring your knee down. 1 more cat-cow, drop the belly, lift your heart, look up. Pull your belly button towards the ceiling, round to the back, relax your head and neck. Come back to tabletop position. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Coming high up onto your toes, lift your hips, press your heels back and down. Relaxing into downward facing dog. Look between your hands, walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Bring your hands to your shins, lengthen forward. Flat back, fold, Uttanasana, melt everything down. Deep bend in your knees, take hold of your elbows, hang or rock from side to side. Center over your knees, release your hands outside of your feet. Slowly ragdoll up, 1 vertebra at a time. Bring your shoulders up into your ears. Relax your shoulder blades down your back. Engage your core, find your Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep up, bring hands together overhead. Reach up, reach back, a little baby back bend. Stand tall, touch your thumbs to your back, your forehead, your heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog, down dog or child's pose. Listen to your body, 5 breaths. Now engage your core. Feel that what's called Mula Bandha, that belly lock. Look forward as you step, hop or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach up, swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted, breathe. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And take it back, downward facing dog. 4 breaths. Look between your hands, step, hop, or float. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. And fold, plant your hands, take it to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Hold your plank. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 3 deep breaths. Look forward, take it to the top. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up or reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, and fold. Plant your hands, take it to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. We're gonna keep holding this here, 5 breaths this time in our plank. You can always bring your knees down if you need to. Lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, 2 deep ujjayi breaths. Look forward, take it to the top. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, take it to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Now from here, we're gonna come down onto our forearms. You can bring your knees down if you need to. But if you'd like to come with me, we are going to do side dips. Right side, pause, back to center. Left side, pause, back to center. Right side, pause, center. Left side, pause, center. Right side, pause, center. Left side, pause, center. Press back up, press back, downward facing dog. Woo! That's why we come to class to do that together, right? I don't want to do that by myself. Breathe. Look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen through and fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good work, yogis. Bend your knees, Utkatasana chair. Woo-hoo. Sit back in that chair, wiggle around, get cozy. And fold. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee and step through. High runner's lunge, find your balance. Arms sweep up. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. We're going to step back to plank. Now, right wrist underneath the right shoulder, coming this side plank on the right side. Lift the right arm up. Lift up. Keep lifting. Keep breathing. You got this. Can you lift the top leg up? Keep breathing. Top leg comes down. Top arm comes down, come back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Upward and downward, take it back. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Keep breathing, keep lifting. Draw that knee in, step through, high lunge on this side. Find your balance, lift up. Hands come down, step back to plank. Left wrist underneath the left shoulder, side plank on this side, lift up. Connect with your breath, make it all about the breath. Maybe lift that right leg up. Top arm comes down, come back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing, take it back, breathe. Down dog or child's pose, 5 Ujjayi breaths. Look between your hands, step or hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen through, fold. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair, fire building pose. Let's build some fire, y'all. Sit back. Straighten your legs, arms lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend those knees, Utkatasana, chair. It is a fire party in the house. Breathe. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Chaturanga, take it down. Upward facing, downward facing. Right leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee to your nose at the top of the mat, hug it in, hold it there. Take it back and up. Draw your knee in, touch the outside of your left arm. Take it back and up. Draw your knee and touch the outside of your right arm. Take it back and up. Draw your knee in, step through. High runner's lunge. Find your balance, arms sweep up. Hands come down on either side of your front foot. Step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee to your nose at the top of the mat, hug it in and hold it there. Take it back and up. Draw your knee in, touch the outside of your right upper arm. Take it back and up. Draw your knee in, touch the outside of your left upper arm. Take it back and up. Draw your knee in, step through, high lunge. Reach up. Hands come down, step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga, upward and downward. Breathe. Look forward, step, hop or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Ooh, we skipped that fire. Let's do it again. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair, sit back. Fold. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, take it back downward. Right leg lifts up. Draw your knee in, step through the Virabhadrasana, or excuse me, high runner's lunge. We're sticking with that high runner's lunge. Lift up. Even if it takes a minute to get there. Now let's fly. We're gonna go right into Virabhadrasana 3. So you can do it in steps or you can just go right in. So you could bring your hands down. You could lift that back leg up. Now, check in. You've got so many options here of adjustments. Now, I'm feeling wobbly, so what I want to check in with first is I want my hips square towards the ground. I want the toes of my back foot pointing down, and I want to really press out through my back leg. My hands can be reaching back and then reaching through the top of my head. You can also take your hands forward like Superman. Wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. Bring your hands down, right wrist underneath your right shoulder, coming into Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon, right wrist under your right shoulder. Really press through that back leg. Lift the top arm up, maybe looking up. Good work. Even if you're wobbling over, even if you're falling over, it means you're trying. Good job. Top arm comes down, drop that back foot way back, step back to plank. Take a vinyasa or meet in down dog. All right, left leg lifts up, reach high, press out through your heel, step through, high runner's lunge. Find your balance, lift your hands up. I'm wobbly today, so listen to my words, maybe not try to do what I'm doing. All right, now, Virabhadrasana 3. Woo, fly, y'all, fly. Now, press out through your right foot. Try to bring your hips parallel to the ground. So what I mean by that, like as you might be able to see, if you are looking at the screen, you can see my right hip keeps trying to lift up. Level it off so that you could set your cup of coffee on your sacrum. Or maybe reach your hands back, palms face down, press through the top of your head. Now bring the right hand down underneath your shoulder, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Right hand comes down, drop the right foot way back, step back to plank, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Woo. Good work, yogis. Breathe. Bring your knees down. Press your hips to your heels. Make your way to child's pose. Bring your forehead to the mat. Take a big breath in. Let it out. Another big deep breath in. Let it out. Feel that central nervous system just relax as your head touches the ground. It's amazing what a strong signal that can be. Walking your hands back, take your weight to one side, bring your legs around in front of you. I'm still having issues with that hip flexor. So again, this is going to be a do what I say, don't necessarily do what I do. Maybe your hip flexors are strong and happy. Find that place where you press down through your sit bones. Lengthen through the top of your head. Engage your core. All the bandhas, Mula Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, root lock, belly lock, neck lock. Lift the legs up, core is engaged, belly lifted. Now, maybe you stay right here. Maybe you reach your hands out on either side of your hips. Wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. Boat pose, Navasana, rock your boat. You can do some floating boats if that feels good. You know, release those legs down and come back up. Do whatever you need to do. Feet come down. Now, reach out through your hands. Slowly lower yourself back onto your back. Draw your knees in. Lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn it into a little ball. Exhale your head down, rock it out. Woo! Rock out your sacrum. Now feet come down onto the mat. We're gonna bring our hands down at our sides. All right, we're gonna do 3 back bends, 3 of them. So you've got your choice. You can do bridge or you can do wheel. We're gonna hold each one for 5 breaths. So pressing into your feet, engage your thighs as you press into your feet to lift your hips up, coming up onto your shoulders. 5 big deep breaths. Now slowly lower down, slowly, slowly, slowly. Maybe windshield wiper those knees on either side. All right, we're gonna do 2 more, yogi's choice, bridge or wheel. So press into your feet to lift up into bridge or wheel for 5 big deep breaths. Then slowly coming back down. Relax your sacrum. Maybe windshield wiper your knees. Breathe. 1 more, last back bend, bridge or wheel. 5 deep Ujjayi breaths. Press up. And coming down, draw your knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball, exhale your head back down, rock it out from side to side, rock it all out. All right, another yogi's choice. We are going to either do legs up the wall for a minute or we are gonna move into shoulder stand for a minute. So if you're moving into legs up the wall, move over to the wall, lift those legs up and relax. Otherwise, we are lifting up into shoulder stand. So lifting up onto your shoulders, legs go straight up, pressing through the balls of your feet. Breathe. Draw your knees in. Now, if you're in legs up the wall and you want to stay there for Shavasana, that's fine. If you would like to move into legs up the wall for Shavasana, that's fine too. If you were just in shoulder stand, let's just take a fish. Extend your legs out, hands underneath your thighs or your glutes as you lift up onto your forearms, arch your chest forward, gently drop your head back. Point your toes. Bring your teeth together, open your lips, breathe through your teeth. Lifting your head up, slowly coming back onto your back. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat. Again, you can, if your legs at the wall and you're loving it, you can stay there. You can ignore what I'm saying. Otherwise, opening your arms out wide like a T. Let your knees fall to the right as you gently turn your head left. Lift your knees up to center, let them fall over to the other side as you gently turn your head to the right. Lift your knees up to center, extend your legs out on the mat. Arms come down at your sides, palms face up, open to receive. Do whatever you need to do to get as comfortable and cozy as you can, making your way into Shavasana, or the most relaxing version of legs up the wall. Relaxing into this shape. Breathe, but let go of the breath. No need to hold or control. If you have a little extra time, I recommend staying in Shavasana for at least 4 or 5 more minutes. But if it's time for you to get back on with your day, take a big deep breath in, let it out. Bring small movements to your toes and to your fingers, and maybe move your head from side to side, bending your knees, bringing your feet to the mat. Gently and carefully roll to the right side, pausing there for just a moment. And then pushing yourself up to a nice, comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. Yoga will teach us so much about ourselves. It will help us become flexible in mind, in body, and in spirit. For that, I am truly grateful. Thank you so much for coming to class. Namaste. Good work, yogis. I hope that was a good, vigorous practice for you all today.